You see the message. It hurts more than you expected. And before you even process why, your thumb is already moving. Screenshot, then delete. Not save the conversation to reread later. Just capture it, then make it disappear. If you have ever done this without really thinking about why, what is happening in that small automatic sequence says more about you than you might realize. This is not about being petty or collecting evidence for some imaginary argument. Psychologists who study memory and emotional regulation have identified this as a distinct coping behavior, one that reveals exactly how your brain handles pain it is not ready to fully feel yet. Here is what happens neurologically in that moment. When you read something painful, your amygdala activates almost instantly. This is a part of your brain responsible for detecting emotional threat, and it does not wait for your conscious mind to catch up. Your first instinct is not to process the pain. It is to control it. Screenshotting externalizes a memory. Instead of relying on your own internal recall, which research shows softens and shifts over time, you create a permanent, unchangeable record. Psychologists call this externalized memory encoding, the same reason people photograph important documents instead of trusting their own memory. Then comes a delete. And this is where it gets interesting. If the goal was simply accuracy, you would keep the conversation visible. The act of deleting immediately after capturing it suggests something else is happening. You are not trying to keep the pain accessible. You are removing the trigger from your environment while preserving proof for some future version of yourself who might need it. Researcher James Pennebaker, who studied how people process emotional experiences through documentation, found that recording something painful helps the brain begin categorizing the experience as understood rather than ongoing. The screenshot says this happened. It is documented. I do not have to keep actively holding it in my mind because it now exists outside of me. There is also a self-protective layer to the deletion. Seeing a painful message sitting in your inbox is not neutral. Every time you open that app, your nervous system re-experiences a small version of the original sting. Psychologists call this cue-based emotional reactivation. Deleting it removes that trigger from your daily environment, which is legitimate emotional regulation, not unhealthy avoidance. You are not pretending it did not happen. You have the screenshot to prove you know exactly what happened. You are simply refusing to let your phone ambush you with it every time you check your messages. People who do this consistently tend to share a specific psychological profile. They value accuracy over comfort, so they protect the evidence. But they also refuse to live inside the wound, so they remove its physical presence from daily life. This is not contradiction. This is sophistication. You have learned to separate the fact of what happened from the feeling of what happened, handling each one differently because they require different things from you. There is one quieter question worth asking if this pattern repeats, often with the same person. Am I screenshotting to remember accurately, or because some part of me no longer trusts their version of events, or my own ability to hold my ground if they try to rewrite what was said? Sometimes this is simply about memory. Sometimes it is the early architecture of self-protection in a relationship where denial has already started creeping in. Both reasons are valid. Only one of them deserves more attention than a quick screenshot can give it. You are not dramatic for doing this. You are not overreacting by needing proof. You are someone whose mind found an efficient way to hold on to truth without forcing yourself to relive it every time you unlock your phone. That is emotional regulation happening in real time, even if no one ever taught you to call it that. If this is something you do, leave a quiet comment below. Subscribe for more videos that finally explain the small automatic things you do that mean more than you think.